Viewer discretion is advised. The following story is disturbing and tragic and will stay with you long after the screen fades to black. This is not just a cold case, it's a nightmare that went unsolved for nearly 3 decades. If you are sensitive to crime stories, please proceed with caution. She was young, she was talented, and she was full of life. 16-year-old Sarah Yarborough had a future so bright that nothing could dim it. Until one December morning in 1991, when she stepped out of her home, completely unaware that she was walking straight into the arms of a predator. She never made it to her drill team practice. Instead, she was ambushed, attacked, and left for dead just a few feet from safety. The crime was brazen, brutal, and horrifying. The evidence was there. Witnesses had seen a man. The police had DNA. Yet, for years, the case remained ice cold. How did the monster behind this crime slip through the cracks? How did he evade justice while Sarah's family lived in agony, waiting for answers? And how did science, decades later, finally unveil the face of the killer? This is the terrifying, long-awaited resolution of Sarah Yarborough's murder. Welcome to Secrets in the Shadows. Follow us on Facebook for updates and discussions about this and other true crime cases. If you're new here, support our channel by subscribing, liking this video, and turning on notifications. We uncover the darkest secrets of true crime, bringing justice back to light. Now, let's begin. Sarah Yarborough was more than a name in the headlines. She was a daughter, a friend, a leader. Her red hair and bright smile lit up every room she entered. She was an artist, a dreamer, a student who loved to challenge herself. Her friends remember her as kind and fiercely loyal. She was the one who stayed after school to help with homework, the one who never let anyone feel left out. Her teachers described her as determined and intelligent, with aspirations of attending a prestigious college. She wanted to travel, to explore, to build a life beyond her small town. But all of that was taken from her in an instant. The town of Federal Way, Washington, was shaken to its core. Parents no longer let their children walk alone. Fear settled over the community like a thick fog. The high school installed new security measures, but nothing could erase the unease that lingered in the halls where Sarah had once walked. The horror of her murder haunted every student, every teacher, every parent. It was a reminder that even in the most familiar places, danger could lurk unseen. The case should have been straightforward. The police had a solid description of the suspect, a tall man with long curly blonde hair. They had multiple witnesses. They had DNA. But every lead turned cold. The suspect seemed to have vanished. The DNA had no match in the system. The case remained open, but as years passed, it began to feel like justice might never come. Patrick Leon Nicholas had a criminal history long before Sarah's murder. In 1983, he was convicted of attempted first-degree rape, but served only a fraction of his sentence. A decade later, in 1993, he was arrested for first-degree child molestation, but was allowed to plead to a gross misdemeanor, avoiding DNA collection. These legal oversights allowed him to remain hidden for years, escaping justice time and time again. Had the system acted differently, Sarah's murder might have been prevented. Sarah's case was among the first to use genetic genealogy, a groundbreaking technique that identified Nicholas by tracing his DNA back to descendants of Robert Fuller, a Mayflower passenger. This revolutionary method highlighted the power of science in solving cold cases, but also exposed the limitations of relying solely on CODIS, which failed to catch Nicholas earlier. Sarah's murder left an indelible mark on the Federal Way community. In her honor, a memorial plaque was placed at Federal Way High School. Her grandfather, determined to help law enforcement, facilitated the donation of a state-of-the-art computer system to track the thousands of tips that flooded in over the years. Sarah's case was never forgotten. In May 2023, justice was finally served. Patrick Nicholas was sentenced to 45 years and 8 months in prison. During sentencing, Sarah's mother, Sarah Yarborough, spoke through tears. When we lost her, our family was irrevocably changed. The pain never faded, but at last they had some form of closure. The case also received national attention when it was featured on CBS's 48 Hours in 2023, highlighting the tireless investigative work that finally led to justice. As of March 2025, no new developments have emerged in the Sarah Yarborough case. Nicholas remains incarcerated, and no additional victims have been publicly linked to him. While justice has been served, the memory of Sarah continues to live on in her community and through the advancements in forensic science that helped solve her case. Sarah Yarborough should have been safe. She should have gone to practice that morning, performed with her team, and come home to her family, but she never got that chance. Her story is a reminder that we cannot let cold cases fade, that we must demand justice no matter how much time has passed. Sarah, though your life was taken too soon, your memory will never fade. Your kindness, your dreams, and your light continue to live on in those who loved you. Rest in peace, Sarah. You are not forgotten. If you believe in justice, if you want to help bring these stories to light, subscribe to Secrets in the Shadows, like this video, turn on notifications. Let's make sure no victim is ever forgotten. I'll see you in my next video.